1, 2, 3, audio testing. 1, 2, 3, audio testing. Okay, Diego Cartagena, welcome to today's class. Let me write your name down. I would like to ask you to please give your classmates 5 more minutes so that they can connect. And that way I won't have to repeat the instructions. For the moment, welcome Diego and Gabriela Galindo Montoya.
Hi.
Hello,
Thank you.
Diego.
How are you?
I am doing great. As you may know, I am from Mexico, and today we had a cloudy day, so it wasn't hot. The weather is somehow perfect because you cannot sweat. It's not that hot, but it is not that cold either. So it's the perfect weather. Thanks for asking. Maria Choque, welcome to today's class. Thank you for being present. Let me write your name down. Mayra Choque. And we have André Añez Pérez. André Añez Pérez. Okay, maybe 1 more minute so your other classmates can connect. 2 more minutes maximum. Remember, I will ask you to turn on your camera once the class starts, especially for today, since we are going to introduce ourselves. That way I can know a little bit about you, okay? So I'm just going to ask some general questions about your personal life. With that being said, okay, let's see. Joanna Machaca, thank you for being present. Great. Okay, my dear students, so let's begin with today's class. Welcome, my elementary students. You have acquired knowledge in order to be in this new level. You were basic, and now you are on an elementary level. So congratulations for that. I would like to ask you to turn on your camera. That way we can introduce ourselves as today's introduction and icebreaker. Okay, so I will ask you to turn on your cameras and I will ask you questions about your personal life, but not only that, I will ask you certain questions about your previous course. That way I can understand your English level, and I can explain also how we are going to work throughout this course. This course, remember, is only 1 month, and we have 5 different units. You will see that on the Pearson platform, which today I am also going to present and explain how to work with the Pearson platform and the G Suite elements. So for the moment, let's introduce ourselves. I am going to stop sharing my screen, and all that we are going to see is ourselves. So let's begin with that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students. Great. Okay, so let's begin with Diego Cartagena. Where are you? Can you say hi to the camera?
Hello, hi.
Hi, Diego. So let me ask you, Diego, can you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, my name is Diego Cartagena. I am working in Unilever in marketing area, and I have 34 years old, and this is my first class in English. My English is basic, and before not starting any type or class or English. So this is the first.
Okay, so we can deduct that you are a new member for this group. Well, thank you very much, Diego. I hope that throughout this course, you familiarize and acquire vocabulary that can help you not only in your professional career, but also as a student and English speaker, of course. So now let's continue with Gabriela Galindo Montoya.
Hello, good night.
Hello.
My name is Gabriela Galindo. I am from Cochabamba. I work in Bolivian food banking. And this is my first class in executive English. I had some classes of English, but my English is so basic.
Well, thank you, Gabriela. As I mentioned before, throughout this course, you are going to familiarize with new vocabulary that will enhance your speaking, reading, and writing ability and skills. Thank you, Gabriela. Now let's go with Mayra Choque. Where are you, Mayra? Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Mayra. I am 24 years old. I study engineering system. I am from Cochabamba.
Thank you very much, Mayra. Are you a new member also? Are you a new member for this group, or have you been present throughout the first 3 past courses?
Yes, I no sé cómo decirlo. Yo sí, I have been
a member. Okay, thank you very much, Mayra. Now let's continue with Andre Añez Perez. Andre.
Hi, teacher. My name is Andrés Áñez Pérez. I'm from Trinidad. I am studying in a school. I'm 7 old.
Okay, and how old are you, Andre? What's your age? How old are you?
7 years.
20 years old, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Andre. Thank you. Now let's go with your classmate, Jana Machaca. Jana, your microphone.
Hi, my name is Erika Machaca. I am 25 years. I am from Bolivia. I live in the city Cochabamba.
Okay, Jana, are you a new member?
Uh,
New member of this group? ¿Eres una miembro nueva?
no.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Andre?
Teacher, no lo escuché.
Are you new? Are you a
No.
new member?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Your microphone, teacher.
Okay, so now I am going to explain. Jana, can you please mute your microphone? Great. Well, with that being said, thank you very much. Thank you for introducing yourself. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself and how we are going to work with this platform called Pearson Platform. First, let me start off by giving you personal information about myself, so about the teacher. I am from Mexico and I just recently turned 30 last Friday, April the 2nd. So I am 30 years old. I am an English teacher. I have been teaching for the past 10 years. Okay, I learned English in the United States. I lived and studied there for 10 years. I graduated from Saluda High School, and then I decided to continue my studies here in Mexico. My bachelor's degree was foreign languages. After my bachelor's, I also decided to continue my studies with a master concentrating on English and methodologies to improve the teaching skills. Okay. I like baseball. My favorite color is purple. My favorite dish would be spaghetti with chipotle salts, and I also like to eat my spaghetti with chicken breast, but here in Mexico, we call it rollitos de pechuga de pollo. So we have some chicken breast rolls, which inside you can find cheese, two types of cheese. The yellow cheese, the American cheese, the one you can find in any hamburger, American hamburger, such as McDonald's or Burger King. Well, you can find that type of cheese, which is American cheese. And also here we call it queso de hebra or queso oaxaqueño, which is a cheese that doesn't usually as we say in French, it cannot fondue. So in English, that would be the cheese would not be able to warm itself, so it stays consistent. so it doesn't lose its flavor. And well, that's the type of cheese that you can find inside my favorite chicken breast rolls. And well, in some occasions, depending on the cook, you can also find other types of meat, such as ham. Other cooks may put even a steak inside. So it's a party going on the chicken breast. So I love to eat that, and I like to share that specific dish with a glass of Coca-Cola with lots of ice. So that's my favorite dish. My favorite sport, as I mentioned, is baseball. My favorite color is purple because when I played baseball for Zulueta High School, our uniform's color was purple. So that's my alma mater. Well, that's a little bit about myself. My full name is Juan Alfredo Zulueta Ventura, but once you want to call me, whenever you want to ask a question, refer to me as Mr. Zulueta. Try not to tell me teacher. American English speakers do not usually call their teachers by saying, teacher, I have a question. They usually call them by Miss, if it's a female, or Mr. for males. In my case, it would be Mr. and then my last name, Mr. Zulueta. So that would be how you're going to refer to me as Mr. Zulueta, okay? Well, with that being said, let me introduce you to this platform in which we are going to work throughout this course. Some of you are already familiarized with the platform, but for those of you, I will ask you two things. Number one, you are going to send a WhatsApp message to our A4 elementary WhatsApp group, but the message that I want you to send is basically your full name, and that's it. That way I can add you to my contacts, and number two, I can send you a private PDF document in which you will find your username and password. That way you can log in into this platform, my English Lab Pearson, and once you are on that platform, you're going to go or click on the option where here, as you can see, my cursor, in my case, since I am a teacher, it says create a course, but in your case, it's going to be log in to a new course or something like that. In Spanish, acceder a un grupo. Para poder acceder, in order to log in into my group, which is Elementary Juan Zulueta, you are going to need only a password, which I have already shared on the WhatsApp group. So for the moment, the first instruction is to send a WhatsApp message to the A4 elementary group. The message is only your full name. So once I have your message, I will send you a private PDF document. So please go ahead. If you have questions about the instructions, please ask. Okay, I am receiving your messages. Please give me 1 minute to send the PDF document. And once you receive the PDF document, all you have to do is follow the instructions and log in into the Pearson platform. The Pearson platform link is also on the PDF document. So everything that you need is on the document that I am going to send. So this is going to take us about approximately 5 minutes. So please, 5 minutes, wait for your document. Okay, I have sent the PDF document. One more minute, that way you can be logged in into our group. Remember, in order to enter to my group, to my course, which is Juan Zulueta, created today, April 7th, all you have to do is go to the link, Pearson's link, which is on your document, and here, acceder a grupo, you are going to write the following code. Okay, so here is the code. I will share the code on the Zoom Messenger, but here you can see it.
Teacher, ese es el código de la clase.
Affirmative, that is the code. Ese es el código para que puedan unirse a mi curso.
Teacher, yo no puedo.
Ok, permíteme.
Sí, ahorita le mando su privado lo que me sale. ¿Ya?
Gracias. Ok, so tengo a dos estudiantes que no pueden unirse al grupo. Me gustaría saber si una persona, un estudiante, ya pudo acceder a mi curso Juan Zulueta Elementary.
Sí, yo ya ingresé al curso.
¿Me das tu nombre?
Mayra Choque. El usuario
Thank you.
es Jimena.
Thank you. Anybody else? ¿Alguien más tuvo éxito en entrar al grupo? Los otros dos
Yes,
estudiantes.
yes,
Sí,
teacher. Yes, Mr. Zuleta, I do.
your name, please. Is it Diego?
Diego, yes, Diego Cartagena.
Thank you. Anybody else pudo entrar a mi curso, Juan Zulueta? André y Jana, ¿podrían intentarlo una vez más, por favor? Ya si sigue el problema, lo checo con mi coordinadora. Gabriela Galindo, were you able to log in into my course? ¿Sí se pudo, Gabriela Galindo?
Aún no, mister.
Ok. Pero ¿te niega el acceso o todavía no has podido acceder a la plataforma y...
Entro con el código y la contraseña, pero no tengo la misma pantalla.
Muy
No
bien, ¿sí
encuentro
ves?
el All Upper Intermediate. El siguiente paso no lo encuentro en la pantalla.
¿Sí ves aquí mi cursor donde dice, bueno, donde está encerrado en rojo?
¿Sí?
Ahí que dice en tu pantalla.
Pues,
Unirse a nuevo grupo, ¿no dice eso?
em,
¿En el tuyo?
Unirse al curso, dice.
Unirse al curso, exacto.
no solo, no me aparece ningún botón de unirse a ningún curso.
Tienes que darle a configuración si no te aparece.
Ya. Me aparece My Account, Assignments, Performance, Connected Services.
Repítelo.
En Settings, My Account, Assignments, Performance, Connected Service.
Okay, can you send me a snapshot on my private WhatsApp? Una captura de pantalla, por favor.
Okay.
Ok, ¿qué pasa cuando le das clic en Pearson English Interactive 2, cuadrito rojo?
A ver, ahora lo hago. Tengo 4 pestañas: To Do, Course, Grades, and More.
Muy bien, ¿mi nombre aparece en algún lado en ese curso?
Course.
Captura de pantalla, por favor.
Ok. Lo encontré.
Perfecto. Muy bien. ¿Me puedes mandar captura de pantalla en dónde lo encontraste para tus otros compañeros? Igual tienen el mismo problema, por favor. ¿Dónde quiero
Yo
ver?
estoy en mi teléfono y
Sí.
lo cambié a modo de escritorio en... Please, a second.
Muy bien.
¿Dónde está? En More, en la pestaña de More, go to desktop site.
Perfect, thank you. André, ¿estás en computadora o celular?
En computadora.
¿Ya resolviste el problema?
No, teacher, me sigue saliendo lo mismo.
Ok. Jana, ¿cómo vas?
No, igual no. Es que lo que pasa es que no tengo asignado todavía el curso. Así que por eso me sale que no sé, que el acceso no se me permite.
Muy bien. Pero ya entraste ya pusiste el código donde dice unirse al curso, ¿o no te aparece el código, el unirse al curso, el botón opción?
Estoy en una computadora y también con celular, pero igual no aparece siempre el curso asignado.
¿Sí apareció unirse al curso en tu escritorio,
Sí,
Jana?
sí, sí,
¿Y pusiste el código
sí.
y entraste?
No me deja. Ya le mandé una foto
Ok.
de un gato, ¿verdad? Esa me sale.
Muy bien. Perfecto, ya estás en el curso. Todavía tengo que asignar los trabajos, ¿ok, Jana?
Teacher, y yo,
Muy bien, André, en tu caso lo voy a hacer cuando termine la clase, voy a crear tu perfil, y ya después me comunico contigo para dejarte saber si se pudo o no, ¿vale? Entonces, voy a continuar con mi clase. Por el momento no vamos a trabajar en la plataforma, al menos no en su plataforma personal, sino en la mía, con mi guía, con lo que aparece en pantalla en nuestra reunión. Entonces, tengo por entendido que solamente André Añé y Jana son los dos estudiantes que no han podido ingresar al grupo. ¿Correcto?
Yes.
Muy
sí,
bien.
teacher.
Mayra, usted ya pudo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Perfecto. Muy bien, chicos. So let me switch to my English language. Okay, let me erase this, clear. Okay, so as you can see, this is the platform that we are going to work on, okay? And well, since we are on A4, we are going to concentrate on Module A. On Module A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 units, but we only have 4 weeks. That means we are going to work fast in order to finish the 5th unit, okay? For the first unit, I will open it. As you can see here, we have the resources and all the elements, okay? Even the grammar aspects that you are going to learn today. Not today, but this week. let me activate these resources and activities. That way you can access and work on it since today. So what I'm going to do is the following. I am going to activate assign and here I have my students Jimena. Who is Jimena?
Soy yo, Mayra Choque.
Thank you. Okay, student 25. ¿Quién es estudiante 25? ¿Eres tú, Diego?
Me, teacher, Gabriela Galindo.
Thank you.
I am a student 26.
Okay. Okay, so here are my 3 students that were able to connect today. I'm going to send or activate these activities, and for my dear Andre and Jana, for my dear Andre and Jana, I am going to work personally with you, and tomorrow you are going to be able to see the activities. So as you can see, I am going to activate this. Students who join this course after the assignment is sent will receive the assignment. So I am going to click on this. So when I add Andre and Jana, the assignments are going to be sent to you as well, okay? So let me click. So today is Wednesday, April 7th, okay? And we should take about a week to work on this Unit 1, okay? So I am going to give 5 days, including Saturday and Sunday. Now, it is optional if you want to work on the weekends. It's optional. It all depends on your free time. So I am going to give Monday a due date. So Monday, let's see. So let's give Monday, 10:30 p.m. a due date. Remember, if you do not finish activities on this date, you can let me know. That way I can give you more time, but I hope all the activities are done by that time. So I can send you, reactivate the activities that you want to retry. So let's click on next. Okay, so here for the test, we do not have a test. The only time in which we are going to work on quizzes is on Friday, and the test would be on our last week. So for that, we do not worry. There is no timer, no hay un tiempo, no hay un reloj, okay? So great capitalization in exercise, off. I do not mind the capitalization. As long as you have the correct answer, that's okay with me. Great punctuation in exercise. Punctuation means that you ought to write a comma, a period, or the question mark. I think that's important. Así que no se olviden de los puntos, comas y signos de interrogación, okay? Okay, here for the attempts, how many times can you do the activities, or after how many times are you going to be able to see the answers? After 2 attempts, I think that's more than enough. So here, activity attempts, not unlimited, it should be two times. So you can only do the activity 2 times, okay? And if you have it incorrect on your second time, that's going to be your grade. Now, I am feeling great, I am feeling happy, so I'm going to give you 3 attempts, okay? So here, let's change it into 3. All right, teacher graded exercise, show model, okay? On some activities, for example, the speaking activity where you have to record your voice, that's when the teacher has to grade it, not the machine, not the Pearson platform. So the perfect grade would be 10. So let's assign. All right, so the activities or the first unit must be visible for all of you, especially for the ones who were able to connect today. So that's the first unit, which is Do I Know You? Okay, so in this unit, we are going to start by reading the unit's goal. Vamos a empezar leyendo la meta for this unit. So let me project that, then let me project it. All right, so some teachers might not go over the learning objectives, but I think it is important because we can deduct what we are going to learn or what we already know, okay? So here I am going to ask you to read out loud. So this is going to be basically a group work, okay? So let's begin by reading. Let's begin with Diego. Can you please read the learning objectives for this unit?
Okay. Introduce yourself. I am Chris. My name's Chris. Talk about yourself. I am from Silica. I work at Silica. Talk about other people. Sam works at I travel. Vocabulary, jobs.
Thank you very much. So my dear students, for this first unit, I believe is easy. Remember when I asked you to introduce yourself, well, I was able to deduct your English level, and if you already knew the verb to be, because it's very important to know that verb, that way you can transmit specific ideas such as your age, where are you from, and how are you feeling. So the verb to be using the contraction I am is here, as you can see. Okay, so these are phrases that you might know already, but some of you might not know what this means. For example, the apostrophe with the S. Okay, so we are going to go over that in this unit. What else? Here, as you can see, you are going to learn how to talk about a third person, okay, or another person. So remember, in a verb, we usually have the S on the verb when we talk about a third person. For example, Michael Jordan plays for the Chicago Bulls. Okay, so that's only in simple present, and I believe, I know that some of you are already familiarized with that. But throughout this unit, you are going to find activities that contain this type of information or elements. Let me close. Let's continue. Okay, so here we have the unit summary. Let me share. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different five different elements. So for language review, Gabriela Galindo, you're going to read that. For the grammar, Mayra Choque, you're going to read that. And for the pronunciation, Andre, you have the pronunciation element. And then Jana, you're going to finish by reading the vocabulary and reading and writing aspects. So let's begin with Gabriela Galindo, language review.
Okay, language review. You can use the vocabulary of this unit to introduce yourself. For example, I'm Chris. My name's Chris. Talk about yourself. I'm from Silica. I work at Silica. Talk about other people. Sam works at Eat Travel.
Thank you. So that's what we basically went over in the previous slides. Let's continue with the grammar section. Mayra Choque.
Ok. ¿Podría moverlo un poco? No se ve toda la frase.
Yes.
Ahí está bien. Grammar. Statements and yes, no question would be, are you from Silica? He's a student. Statements and yes, no question in the simple present tense. Does he work here? He works at Silica. Short answer to yes, no questions. Are you busy now? No, I'm not. Do you work here? Yes, I do.
Perfect, thank you. So here we have the question, are you busy now? Busy, apurado, are you busy now? Okay, so the American way to respond to this, I know that since high school, you guys have been learning English, and you know that in a question such as, are you busy now? You can answer, yes, I am. No, I am not. So that's the formal way of answering. But to be honest, in the real world, American or any English speaker will not answer like this. Okay, no, I am not. They might answer with a short no, or even they would not answer with not even one of these elements. They just might answer as the following phrase, nah, which is a N-A-H, okay? And this is possible because you can understand it. And remember, you guys are English speakers, so the language lives, the language is active because you are using it. There are many ways in which you can use the language. Now, it is up to you how to use it, okay? And well, And well, in the real world, as I mentioned, especially American teenagers, they are destroying the language by talking the way they talk, trying to be funny or trying to fit into that category, into that group. When I read an article on my master's degree, I was able to notice that this is going to be present this is going to be present every time in any other language and in any given time. So all I want you to know is that we have formalities, formal English and informal English, and that if you have the chance to travel to abroad, to travel to America, especially to the United States, you are going to face the other side of language. Some students have explained that in the first week they were not able to communicate with this type of English speakers because one, they speak faster. They speak very fast. To be honest, I do not usually talk like this in English. I should talk faster, and I'm sure that you know that. But since I am teaching, my English should be slower and the pronunciations should be superb. And well, this is because I am teaching. So in the real world, it's going to be different. And I will prepare you. I will share ideas, stories like this, okay? So that you can practice your intonation, fluidity, okay? I know that some of you are tired of reading and writing and not executing in a speaking manner, but I also have detected that in the Pearson platform, informal and real world situations like this are present in speaking activities. So, so try not to worry and be sure that you are going to acquire tools that will help you to improve and become a better speaker. Okay, so with that being said, let's continue to the pronunciation section. Was that you, Jana? Or Andres? Andres, that's you. Pronunciation.
I will the garbage. Pronunciation. Yeah. Sentence express you are the guys from the travel office. No sé pronunciarlo bien ahí.
Intonation.
Intonation for clarity. Yeah. Intonation for clarity.
Clarification.
For clarification, my trip to New York.
Great, thank you. So we have sentences or sentence stress. Stress is very important because it's not what you say, but how you say it. No es lo que dices, sino cómo lo dices. Dentro de la lingüística, in linguistics, this is very important, okay? No es lo mismo un lápiz a el lápiz. No es lo mismo el lápiz a el lápiz. Intonación. Estresamos una palabra. So here we have you're the guy from the travel office. You're the guy from the travel office. The stress or intonation should be here. You're. Tú eres el chico de la oficina de viajes. Okay? In this situation, we can deduct. Pues se puede deducir que lo estaba buscando y ya lo encontró. O hay varias situaciones, pero es lo que da a entender. Aquí, intonation for clarification, para clarificación, es decir, pregunta. My trip to New York, mi viaje a Nueva York, okay? Perhaps he did not understand the question at first, and he repeated the same question for clarification, okay? So these are tips. Estos son tips lingüísticos that are going to help you, okay? So if you are going to talk about yourself, the unit decided to include the jobs. Okay, so we have the vocabulary, jobs, and of course, reading and writing. Let's go with Jana. Can you finish this off?
Vocabulary, jobs, small business owner, instructor, sales representative, intern, waiter, cashier.
Thank you. What about reading and writing?
Reading and waiting, read about jobs wanted and read jobs want and at.
Yes. Great. So here, as you can see, we have the jobs. For example, small business owner, dueño de un negocio. Here, these words, remember, words that contain a U is usually pronounced with a instructor. So try to repeat. For example, when you notice that I am repeating intonation or pronunciation, try to repeat it, but with the microphone off. If you are not able to say the word correctly, then you can intervene and ask and tell me, let the teacher know about your pronunciation problem. That way I can help you. Okay, so I do not want you to be afraid. I do not want you to be nervous. We are going to commit errors because we are executing, we are being active, okay? So here, instructor. Next, we have the sales representative, sales representative, intern, waiter, cashier. Good. For the reading and writing, we are going to read ads. What are ads? Anuncios. So we are going to read ads about job. Here, for the reading, about a job wanted, okay? Job wanted ads. And for writing, it's basically the same. We are going to write an ad, okay, in which you want, a job wanted ad. Okay, so let me close this. Okay, so we already know what we are going to be facing in the first unit. Okay, we went over the learning objectives and the unit summary. Tomorrow, when all of you have your profile on the platform, then I will give instructions to explain what activities to do and what not, okay? The other aspect that I wanted to go over today is beside the Pearson platform, I also work with Google Suite, G Suite, Okay, some of you might not know what is G Suite, so I found a video. It's a short video introducing the G Suite. We are going to work with everything that Google gives us. Why? Well, because we are far away each other. Two, we must use technologies that are free and that are useful specifically when learning a language. So let me play this video, and after that, I will let you know what I am going to work with the most. By the way, I know that the Zoom platform sometimes have technological difficulties, meaning that it is going to stop and it is going to log us off. Nos va a sacar a veces de la junta, but don't worry. As you know, the classes are being recorded on YouTube, and I will share this link after each class. Whenever the Zoom meeting logs us off, nos saca, cuando nos saque, lo único que tenemos que hacer es simplemente conectarnos en el mismo link, invitación de Zoom, y bueno, pues ahí seguiríamos la clase. So let's begin with the video.
Welcome to EdTech Tips for Class. Some years ago, Google created their own email client, Gmail, which has become one of the top providers of email services around the world, not only for private use, but also for education institutions and businesses. But a Gmail account is much more than just an email service. So if you have one, make sure you take advantage of its full potential. Let's have a look at the different apps connected to a Gmail account. To begin with, we have Drive, a cloud storage and file backup system which provides you with 15 gigabytes of disk space to host all kinds of files, photos, videos, and so on for free. Now, 15 gigabytes is a lot of space, but if you ever fill it up, you can always buy some more space from Google. Within Drive, you can also create all kinds of documents with Google's own web-based Office suite. With Google Docs, a simple but powerful word processor, you can write text documents and use Google Search to find relevant information for the topic you're working in without leaving your document. We also have Google Sheets, a handy spreadsheet program to organize your data and work with tons of formulas for your calculations as you would in Microsoft Excel. The suite includes Google Slides to create stunning presentations like the one I'm using for this video. You can also use Microsoft PowerPoint presentations within Google Slides. In fact, Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides can all be easily converted to any standard file format in the market. We can also create forms with different types of questions to make surveys or gather information from your friends, your students, or your customers, and analyze the submitted data in an associated spreadsheet. There's also a practical calendar in which we can organize all our meetings, lectures, or events, establishing notifications and inviting our contacts. You'll never forget an appointment again. You can also create groups from your contacts and use them as mailing lists or as a base for sharing documents, for example. Another application is sites, a simple and fast way to create sophisticated web pages with the help of existing templates. You can communicate in real time with your friends, students, or customers through Hangouts, either through texting, audio, or video calls. With Blogger, you can run your own blogs on topics of your interest, either by yourself or in collaboration with others. If you are a teacher and your education institution uses Google Apps, you can also take advantage of Google Classroom, a friendly e-learning site where teachers can interact with their students, setting and marking assignments, integrating resources, and interactive content. And don't forget that each Google account has an associated social network profile in Google+, and also a YouTube account to create your own video channel and upload your recordings. If you are a teacher, remember that in addition to the private Google accounts, there is also a free version of Google Apps for Education that any academic institution can easily request using and up.
Okay, so this is the most important elements from G Suite that I would like you to be introduced to and also familiarize with. Why? Well, as I mentioned, apart from the Pearson platform, we are going to work with Google Doc, especially today. Today, I am going to share a Google Doc in which I will give you access as an editor. That means that we all are going to be working at the same time in the same document live. So that's going to be incredible and funny, okay? The goal is that you are familiarized with Google Doc, at least the way I work. And at the end, after Google Doc, as you saw here on the video, Google G Suite also provides you with slides, and these slides are basically the same as the PowerPoint that you have on your computer. But remember, this is free. This is online. And for example, if you log off, you can work offline. And also you can, if you close your document, you do not need to worry because it saves automatically. Okay, so it's amazing. So we are working with Google Doc, slides, and well, of course, YouTube. We need to take advantage of YouTube. So with that being said, after this explanation, I also have something else to add, especially for tomorrow. As you know, we have 2 days that are called conversation days, in which you are going to log in for your 15-minute presentation or your 15-minute conversation. So today we are going to organize ourselves, and we are going to select the specific time that you would like to work for the rest of the month. So let me take this off.
Load.
And here I have an open Google Doc, okay? And this Google Doc is going to be shared on the WhatsApp group. So for the moment, let me ask, let's see who, somebody logged off. We still have Diego, Gabriela, Joanna, Mayra. Okay, so Andre logged off. Okay, he might be having some internet connection problem. So the times that I am going to be working with are from since the time the class begins till everybody is finished with their time. So we start with the Bolivia time, 7:40. So 7:40. And then we are going to have 7:45 and so on. Okay, 7:40. Then we have. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so we have 7:40. Then we are going to have 7:45 and so on, okay? So, my dear students, 7:40, let's see if I am not mistaken. Yes, the class starts at 7:40. So 7:40, 7:45, then 8. Okay, so we're talking about Bolivia time. Then we have 8:15. Okay, and then we are going to have 8:30. Now, I know that some of you work. I know that some of you might take other classes or that you are still studying at the university. So, who would like to take 7:40 for personal? I want this to be, there's a specific word, tip of the tongue, lo tenía en la punta de la lengua, democracy, I would like you to take this time in a peaceful way, así de forma pasiva. So, lo que voy a hacer, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to share these times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tenemos 5 estudiantes, 5 tiempos, pero voy a agregar más tiempos por los que no se conectaron o faltaron el día de hoy. I am going to share this document, and once you enter into this document, you are going to type your name on the time that you would like to have your conversation or presentation class on. This is on every Tuesday and every Thursday. Okay. So I am going to share, and you are going to type your name where you would like to take on this time that you would like. Si hay otro compañero que quiere tu horario, ahí on the document van a especificar o a llegar a un acuerdo. Está bien, a mí no me molesta tomar otro, tú tómalo, bueno, entre ustedes, okay? Among yourselves, you're going to come up with a solution. So here, I'm going to save it. And now I am going to share. But let me change. You're not a lector, you're going to be an editor. Listo. I'm going to share it here on the Zoom. So let me copy and paste. It did not copy. Okay, so con esta pequeña actividad you are familiarizing with Google Doc, and in the future, I might leave certain activities in which you have to write something, okay? For the moment, it's just writing your name on the time that you would like to work on. As you can see, bueno, están trabajando. Diego tomó 7:40. Okay, good.
Mr.
Yes.
The second time is 7:55 or not?
Yes, thank you very much. 7:55. It's 15 minutes each. Okay. Very good. So today I gave you guys the introduction to the Pearson platform. We went over the G Suite elements, and right now we are working on one of them, which is a Google Doc, and we are going to use these G Suite elements in the future. So we are working with Google Doc, Pearson, and the presentations. That's going to come in handy on these days, Tuesday and Thursday, for your 15-minute conversation. Now, with my other groups, I have work as follows. On every Thursday, my students would send me a presentation, meaning a pre-recorded voice message on my private WhatsApp. The pre-recorded, let me write this down, that way you won't forget. Pre-recorded audios, okay? Why? Because I am giving you guys the option to be present on Tuesday and Thursday or not. If you do not want to, if you want to take a day off and you have to do something else, that's okay. All I am looking for or demanding is for you guys to send me a pre-recorded, which is an audio, about you presenting or talking about something. Now, how long should this audio, pre-recorded audio message be? At least 8 to 10 minutes, okay? Because on the 5 minutes left, that's when the teacher will give the feedback about some maybe grammar mistakes or fluency, and well, I am also going to concentrate on I have a rubric in which I will share with you, but my main goal, the main goal of the speaking days, the speaking skill is one, that you as a student, that you become, that you are no longer afraid of speaking, okay? So I am giving you the chance, the opportunity to speak freely, to speak about whatever it is that you want to talk about. A recommendation would be that you choose a topic that you are familiarized with, that you are an expert, that you are a master on, okay? For example, for tomorrow, you can talk about your family, your city, your hobbies, okay? That's for the first day. But for the following weeks, I am going to share a site that contains topic ideas. So that way you can choose to talk about, for example, if you want to talk about health, you would click on health, and then mini subtopics or topic ideas will appear. From health, You can have what is CPR, how to prevent heart attacks, etc., etc. So for tomorrow, which is our conversation or presentation class, you have the option to present your ideas live or pre-recorded. Okay, so here I'm going to put it live on the time that you chose, or pre-recorded. Now, it is up to you to do it live or to send me your pre-recorded 8 to 10 minute audio message. If you're going to send me an audio, remember, 1, you have to send it to my private WhatsApp. 2, try to send it at least before the class starts. For example, if Gabriela Galindo wants to send me a pre-recorded audio, I am demanding her to send it before 7:40. Okay, so if you're going to send me a pre-recorded, send it before the class begins. Why? Because the teacher needs time to search a video or a picture that represents your audio. 2, I need to listen. Well, I am missing something. Once you send your audio, I would like to recommend you to send me 1 or 2 or 3 pictures about your presentations. If you talk about cars, try to send me or search specific pictures, photos about the car that you are talking about. Sometimes students forget to send me pictures, and well, it is my job to quickly search for a picture that represents your presentation. But remember, if you can do it, I would be appreciated. So that would be all for for tomorrow's class. Is either live or pre-recorded. Okay. 2, if you want to present your a PowerPoint presentation, or try to send me the PowerPoint presentation before the class begins, or the other idea, the other way in which we can work is that I can make you a co-host here on the Zoom, and well, you are going to play with your presentation, okay? There are many ways in which we can work for Tuesday and Thursday. So it is up to you to think about a topic and to think, well, do I want to do it live or do I want to pre-record it? The pre-recorded option, the benefits are that if you organize your ideas, you won't commit many errors, many mistakes, and you might not be as nervous as if you were presenting live, okay? So there are pros and cons, as you may know. So here are the times if you want to be live. If not, send me a pre-recorded 8 to 10 minute audio with either a video or a picture to represent your audio, your presentation. The video is just basically the visual of your presentation. You do not have to record a video. It's only, for example, if you want to talk about dogs, then search a YouTube video that contains images about dogs, and I will silenciaré, I will mute the video, and the only thing that is going to be playing is your audio and the video. So that's up to you. So that's for tomorrow, okay? And remember, for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are concentrating on the Pearson platform. On Tuesday and Thursday, we are presenting a topic. For tomorrow, it's a free topic, or you can choose, it all depends on you, okay? So you can choose a difficult topic, okay? But the main goal here, the main goal is that you speak fluently, that you speak faster, that you are not afraid of speaking. So I want you to gain confidence. That's the word, to gain confidence, okay? Well, on going back to the Pearson platform, on every Friday, we are going to try to do and work on the quizzes. The quizzes might take 30 minutes, so we are taking time, class time, to work on the quizzes. Other than that, I think that would wrap it up for today's class. Today's class was only an introduction and explaining how we are going to work, okay? So I also have my homework for Jana and Andres. No, not Jana. For the two students that were not able to log in, I will try to log in and give you the link. So with that being said, I think nothing else should be added. Now it is the time to ask students if you have questions about the class, about how we are going to work. Anybody? No questions?
Mr.
Yes.
Algunas veces tengo viajes de trabajo que suelen ser, bueno, viernes yo ya suelo estar de viaje. ¿Qué pasa en ese caso? ¿Cómo podría reponer la clase?
Claro. Okay. So one, you can concentrate on the activities that I am going to assign for Friday, which is, as we already know, is the quiz and certain activities that will automatically appear on the Pearson platform. And I usually give 2 extra days to work on the quiz. So for example, you can go and do your job and come back on Sunday and work on Sunday in the evening, okay? So that's no big problem. As long as I have my evidence, well, the Pearson evidence, that's all that matters, at least for Friday. Now, in your case, como podrán ver ahorita, voy a lanzar una encuesta. Esta encuesta es los 3 días que trabajamos en Pearson. Es simplemente qué tan preparada estuvo la clase. Incluso está en español. 5, muy preparada. 1, no preparada. Como tú no vas a estar presente el viernes, simplemente me mandas un mensaje privado, ¿ok? Y me dices qué calificación me pondrías para ese día viernes y yo trato de manipular la encuesta para poner tu calificación, porque obviamente no voy a pedir que te conectes solamente para escuchar la instrucción y hacer lo que podrías hacer hasta el domingo. Entonces, como sé que vas a estar trabajando, simplemente me mandas un mensaje privado diciéndome, para la clase de hoy creo que esta sería mi respuesta, mi calificación, ¿ok? ¿Me puedes decir tu nombre, por favor? Es Gabriela, ¿verdad?
Gabriela Galín.
Perfecto, para el viernes. Good.
Sí, tampoco todos los viernes, suele ser un viernes al mes como máximo.
Perfecto. Muy bien.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes, thank you. For any obstacle, I always like to come up with a solution. So that's the solution for Gabriela. Does anybody else have a question? ¿Alguna otra pregunta? Okay, so the class has basically finished. Lo único que tenemos que hacer es contestar la encuesta. La voy a lanzar y debe de aparecer en tu pantalla. 5, muy preparada, y así sucesivamente. 4, más o menos preparada, y bueno. Cuando hayan contestado, feel free to log off. Cuando hayas contestado, ya nos podemos retirar de la clase. Agradezco su asistencia. I am thankful for you being present today, and I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Recuerden que mañana tienen la oportunidad de no estar presentes en la clase. ¿Por qué? Porque ya me mandaron su presentación. ¿Hay preguntas sobre mañana? Perfecto. Nos vemos mañana. O tal vez no, nos vemos en 3 días. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Let's